Hey Cody, my name's Kyle. I talked to Cass earlier and she said you should really check this out. In this video, I'm going to show you actually 3 things you could do today to bring in more high quality HVAC jobs to your business. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking like, all right, man, why would some marketing guy be doing this for free? And what's the catch, right? Here's the deal. Most HVAC guys are out there way too busy running calls, doing jobs to really understand how the internet works. And honestly, man, you've probably been through your fair share of marketing experts who really don't understand anything about your business. So what I found is that by giving HVAC guys a free blueprint of actual things they can take and implement, some of them end up saying, you know what? I like you, Kyle. Dude, just handle this technical stuff for me so I can just focus on what I do best, okay? So by the end of this video, you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more service calls and jobs, and just shoot me a message back and we can chat, okay? Or if you want to take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself, that works for me too, all right? But now let me jump in and show you 3 things you could do to set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine, okay? So the first thing we're going to start off with here is content. Now, most business owners, they know they need content on their front page, but typically don't know how much or what the right content is, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to actually look at your biggest competitor in your area in Littleton, which is HVAC Littleton, who's currently stealing most of those high quality HVAC jobs because they're ranking at that top spot, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see how many words they have on their front page. Now, I know you're probably sitting there like, okay, man, that's awesome, but why are you doing that, right? Well, typically to rank number 1 and qualify for those high quality jobs, you wanna have at least around 1,500 words on your front page, okay? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna copy all the words that they have here from bottom to top. We're going to go to a word counter here, okay? Paste it in. And it looks like they have a little bit over 1,300 words, which is actually pretty solid, okay, in terms of wording. Almost at that 1,500 mark. All right, now let's go and check out your site here, and let's see how you're matching up here, okay, in terms of words on your front page. So let's try to, it won't let me actually copy from there. Let's try copying here. There we go. Let's try copying top to bottom. We're going to go back to the word counter here. Paste it in. And it looks like right now you guys have about 2,400 words, which is actually pretty interesting. Because if you have enough words and you're not ranking number 1, then it either comes down to number 1, not having the right keywords, or number 2, not having enough backlinks, okay? So in order to dive deeper on that and get a better look, I'm going to show you this tool I use. It's called Ahrefs. Right, it's a few $100s a month, but essentially what it does is it gives me the behind the scenes details of exactly what Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to see what you actually show up here for, man, when people are searching for an HVAC company here in the area, okay? So let's start with HVAC Littleton first. Let's go and put their website into here. We're going to go to keywords. Now, by the way, what is a keyword? That's basically what people are typing into Google, okay? So as you can see, they're showing up on the top spot or the front page for HVAC Littleton, Furnace Repair Littleton, Littleton Heating and Air. We see AC Repair Littleton, Heat Pump Littleton, right? And many, many, many more, okay? And if you look at the traffic here, and this is literally just for Littleton, it looks like that they're looking to rank for. But we see, 30, almost 20, 10, 10, or 7, 7, 7, 6, 6. So they're getting at least, 200, around 100 to 200 people just in Littleton alone clicking on their website, specifically looking for their HVAC services every single month, which is actually pretty solid in terms of having jobs come in, okay? Now, let's go and check out your guys' site. And let's see what you guys are showing up here for, okay? So it looks like right now you guys are showing up for about 50 keywords, and we see a lot of your business names. So Ferguson HVAC, Ferguson Heating and Cooling. We see mostly, so it looks like for the most part, really where you're getting your traffic from is your business name, okay? As we could see here. So it's just Ferguson HVAC, Ferguson Littleton, Ferguson Heating and Cooling. And then it looks like the one word you are getting traffic from is furnace tune-up checklist, okay? But we also see words like HVAC Littleton, HVC Centennial, right? And a few more, okay? Now, this is pretty interesting, man. It looks like really most of your words is literally basically your business name. But if you look more closely to this, right? If you look at the position, even for your business name, you're showing up on, the 6th, 10th, 20th, 50th, 90th, right? 70th position, which means for every single word that you do show up for, you're either showing up on the bottom of the Google list or the 2nd, 10th, 30th page of Google. Another way we could tell, and I'm scrolling up and down a lot, I'm looking through the words. If you look at the traffic here, you're getting maybe around 50, 60 people clicking on your website every month for your business name. So do you see the difference here? By the way, this is literally just for Littleton. This isn't counting any other city of Denver where there's way more traffic, right? But if you want to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition here, then you'd want to have more city specific words. What do I mean by that? For example, like furnace tune-up checklist Littleton, right? There's 100 people searching that every single month. By ranking number one for that, that's an extra, maybe 50, 60 people clicking on your website. For example, AC repair, right? AC repair Littleton, right? Ton of people searching that. So typically you want to have more words like that because unless somebody's, searching for your business name specifically, 9 times out of 10, that's what they're searching, right? AC repair, replacement, installation, etc., right? So those are the biggest things to get some more jobs when it comes to those keywords, okay? All right. Now, the second thing I'm going to show you here is going to be citations. Now, I know you're probably sitting there at this point like, dude, what is a citation and why does it even matter, right? Well, typically when anybody searches anything on Google, let's just say, for example, they search HVAC Littleton, okay? There's actually research done from Google that about 40% of people are going to click right here on this map pack. And do you see how Elkhorn Heating and Cooling or Elkhorn Heating and Air Conditioning is currently shown up number one? This is not because of their reviews, okay? It's not because they have pretty pictures on there or a big company or anything like that. It's because they have the most citations, okay? Now, what are those? That is your business name, address, and phone number listed consistently across the internet. Now, I know you might be saying, well, all right, Kyle, that's cool, man, but how do I get those, right? Well, what you want to do is you want to post your business name and address in industry-related directories, okay? This could be like, Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, Yahoo Local, right? These are all directories you want to be in. And your competitors are currently in more of these than you guys are, okay? So to get into the game, you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to show Google in the areas you serve that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC. And when you do show up on the top spot in the map pack, then we actually had about 50 to 100 more directories. So once you're there, it takes your competitors a long time to catch back up, okay? So super, super important to get this dialed in, all right? And now that you know how to, let me show you the real money maker, all right, which would be backlinks. Now, why do I say that? Because again, 40% of people are going to click on this map pack, all right? But actually about 60% of people are going to click on one of these first few websites that they see. And when I search for, HVAC Littleton HVAC, HVAC repair, replacement, anything like that, I don't see you guys pop up here at all, okay? So to get into the game, you're going to need backlinks, okay? That's other relevant websites linking back to your website. It's kind of like online referrals, okay? And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. For example, let's say, you have a local blog page or maybe even an industry site linking back to you, then that's perfect. That's amazing. But obviously, if you're HVAC guy and you have, McDonald's linking back to you, that ain't so great, right? Because you don't sell burgers. So let's go back to Ahrefs here and let's see what backlinks your competitor currently has that's getting them to that top spot, okay? So we're going to go back. We're going to go to backlinks. And it looks like right now they have about 736 backlinks, which is honestly pretty solid. All right, but again, how do we beat them? How do we get these? Well, what we do is we literally just go down this entire list of links and match the same exact links for your business or your website, so that way you guys show up at that number one spot, okay? So I want you to understand at this point, claiming more high quality jobs, outranking your competition, no matter how big they are, and showing the areas you serve you're the authority, it ain't some magic trick, man. There's no genie flying around Google or anything like that. It's literally just a method. But, I'm sure you probably don't care that much about more website traffic, right? You care about growing the business, right? Helping your family, helping your team, right? So let me show you what this means for your guys' bottom line by actually getting this done, okay? So I did a bit of research, and again, this breakdown is literally only for Littleton, okay? This isn't counting any other city of Denver, where there's obviously way more traffic, okay? But just in the city of Littleton alone, there's actually about 3.2 thousand people searching for HVAC services every single month, okay? 3.2 thousand potential customers. All right, now let's just do some conservative math here. Let's say out of those 3,200 people, let's just say only 5% of those people are even convertible, okay? That'll mean an extra 160 potential book jobs for your company every month. All right, now let's say you go out there, you take those calls, you do the estimates. Let's say you guys close, 40% of those jobs, right? That'll mean an extra 64 closed and booked jobs for your company on a monthly basis. What would this mean for you guys in terms of growing the business? Right? Maybe, hiring more guys, right? Staying busy, keeping them busy year round. In terms of revenue, right? So this ain't some pie in the sky thing. This is exactly what happens when HVAC guys get their online presence done correctly, okay? So just to recap what we covered today, first thing is going to be content. So you want to have at least 1,500, or you guys actually have a good amount of words. I think the most important thing is having the right keywords, okay, on your front page. Second thing is going to be citations. So you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to rank above your competition. And lastly is going to be backlinks, all right? Meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to yours to show Google in the areas you serve that you guys are the number one choice when it comes to HVAC. And if you implement this, you will be number one. I'm sure you're thinking like, dude, listen, I'm a business owner, right? I'm a contractor. I'm not some computer geek, right? Well, look, man, you get the number one, take this free blueprint, tackle it yourself, and I'm totally cool with that. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, then you can just reply right back to this message, okay? Again, my name's Kyle. I live right here in Monument, so I even love to meet you in person. But again, my number is 719-396-1510. At the very least, I hope this was educational for you, man. Showed you a few things you can implement right now to start claiming more high quality jobs and outrank your competition, okay? So at the least, just give me some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Get out there. We'll talk soon.